We are live from Medellin, Colombia. This is the view from my balcony. And as you can tell, the city is alive and well. People are out and about, going about their day. It's a little bit cloudy today, which isn't the worst thing because we're going for a hike. We're going up to Cerro de las Tres Cruces, which is a popular hike here in Medellin. It's only about a 10-minute drive away from where I live, so super convenient. And it's about an hour hike all the way up to the top. You get insane views on the way up there. Once you get to the top, they've got a workout station. But along the journey, I just wanted to talk about my experience here in Colombia so far. I've been here for 2 months, and I just wanted to share a few insights that I've had, what it's been like acclimating to the culture here, some of the differences that I've noticed, a few friction points, and I just wanted to talk about what it's like actually living in another country. I'm about to get going right now. I'm gonna call a moto taxi, and I will see you guys when we get there. Just arrived, and honestly being on those motos is an adrenaline rush because you feel like your life is on the line the entire time, but that's what makes it fun too. And we're about to start this hike. We're about to go literally straight up. Should take about an hour. Let's get to it. We're only a few minutes into the hike and there's already a sick view. And that moto ride is a good example of my first point. The fact that living here feels like a constant adventure. Whether I'm coming out to a place like this, going to a new area of the city, but also just in everyday life, like going to the store, walking down the street, every little thing feels like an adventure because it feels novel, it feels new, and there's always something out of the ordinary that I see like every single day. And even if I'm not doing much on a certain day, just being here in of itself is enough for that sense of adventure. Just because I'm not used to what I'm seeing, I'm trying to put all the pieces together to make sense of this place. Therefore, I need to use my brain a lot more to decode what I'm actually experiencing. And because of that, I feel a lot more present every single day. Like, it really puts me into the present moment because I can't just go through life on autopilot here like I was in the States, because I was so used to the way things operate there to where I can just go through every single day and it feels like I'm not even experiencing anything really. But here, it's a lot different. Like, every single moment I have to be very focused and I'm always absorbing something new. So it just makes it that much easier to be engaged and to be connected to where I am. And what's really crazy is that a view like this is normal for the people that grew up here. Whereas for me, coming from Florida, this is actually insane. This is insane. Half the time this place doesn't feel real. It feels like I'm in a movie. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
¿Bien o no, Master?
Bien, sí. ¿Quieres consejos?
Sí,
Sí.
está bien.
Mi español es muy básico.
No, ahí vamos viendo, ahí yo también tengo un poquito.
Piernas más cerca, ¿sí?
Ok,
So,
necesito las piernas más
sí, sí.
juntas.
Recto, ¿sí?
Sí.
And you want to keep your core tight.
Entonces tengo que apretar
Sí, sí, sí.
abdomen.
Fuerte, yeah. And then
Apretar core.
so yeah, you want to have your legs together, core tight. Oh, I can try to hold your legs up too. Queda. Casi. Right there. Nice, bro.
Sí,
Sí,
es
sí,
que
bueno.
así, con ayuda, ya lo había intentado, pero solo, así como entendiendo.
Sí, sí.
Haciéndolo solo esto.
Sí.
Pero la ayuda siempre es bien.
Poco a poco. Sí, sí, bueno.
Hey, muchas gracias.
Tengas un buen día.
Gracias, igual.
Even though I don't speak the best Spanish, I saw some people doing handstands back there, so I had to give them a few tips. And that's actually my next point, talking about the people. But first, we're gonna hike all the way up the mountain, and I will see you guys up there. Now we're really in the forest. We've officially made it to the top. This is the fitness center that I was talking about. I'm about to knock out some push-ups here in a second. Let's check this out though. It's pretty well maintained. It's got everything you need. Bunch of pull-up bars, dip bars, parallel bars, and then a few other accessories over here as well. This is so beautiful. You can see a lot more nature over this way. The city's over here. And now we're facing the other side of the mountain. It's insane, honestly. All right, now talking about the people. So something that I've noticed, which might sound superficial, but it's just an observation, is that 80% of all people that I've seen can fit into one of these three categories. They either look interesting or attractive or both. Whereas in the US, it's the opposite. I would say about 20% of all people that I see either look interesting, attractive, or both. And that might be biased since I'm not from here and I'm not used to the way that it is, but I would say objectively people are just more attractive physically, but they also carry themselves in a very interesting way to where they're just more expressive. They're more themselves and they don't hold back. A big reason why that is because there's a strong fitness culture here, which is demonstrated by where I'm at right now. And people just are naturally more social here. There's more social cohesion. You can hear people in the background right now talking with each other, having a good time. And where I live in my barrio, there's a lot of people that are always hanging out together. There's people just in plastic chairs outside of these corner stores, outside of restaurants, just like hanging out for hours. And there's just a strong culture of fitness, but also just spending time with your friends. Because in the US, like how often do you see people that are in their 50s, 60s, hanging out as a group, like outside on the street? Like you don't really see it. Like when you get to that age, most people are just isolated in their houses. Whereas here, like it's so common, it's so normal to see people always hanging out with each other, which makes everything feel more engaged. Like people are more engaged with their surroundings. There's a more close-knit feel here. And that just makes life feel a lot more natural, like it's the way it's meant to be. Actually valuing your time with other people, with your friends and family, and working to live, not living to work, because people actually enjoy their lives here more. And you can tell based on the way that they carry themselves, just the energy that emanates through the city. And in the US, it just feels like people are just dreading going into work every single day and they want it to be over immediately. And that just creates an atmosphere that isn't really attractive in general. But here, everything just feels more connected, it feels more expressive, it feels more alive in general, just because of people always being out, always mingling together. And all of that has a huge effect on me. Even though I don't speak Spanish that fluently yet, I've got a long way to go. But overall, I just feel a lot more connected to my surroundings and the people here just because of the atmosphere that's in the city. So it really goes to show that you're a product of your environment, because in the States, I was so much more compelled to isolate myself because that's what everyone else did. Whereas here, since it feels more open, more alive, I'm more likely to act in the same way. All right, it's time to get these push-ups in real quick.
Vamos a respirar primero. Ay, por fin dijo algo positivo la perra.
The next thing I wanted to touch on is the nature, which is what you've seen the entire hike. But as you can see right here, just the abundance of greenery, the trees, it's super lush. And there's just so much natural beauty here that's within views like this, but then also within the city too. There's a lot of greenery nestled within the city. And on top of that, the city just looks epic, as you've already seen throughout the hike, being able to get those overlooks where you can see everything. But there's so many places throughout the city where you get that same type of view. And it just reminds you of the abundance that's within the city and just the world in general. And because it's very mountainous and beautiful, there's a lot of hiking trails, which is what I'm on right now, obviously, but there's a lot of hiking trails, outdoor workout stations throughout the entire city, a lot of overlooks. And because of all of that, that's why people are in better shape, and there's a stronger emphasis on health and wellness here. And that's why people look better overall. So it just creates an atmosphere in which things are just naturally beautiful, and it's very inspiring overall. because whenever I get views like this, it's hard not to be inspired because I get that sense of scale, and it just makes me want to work that much harder, be at the highest version of myself, and just live life to the fullest, because it's a constant reminder of how much there is out there. As far as the weather, Medellin is known as the city of eternal spring, La Ciudad de Eterna Primavera. So it stays pretty consistent throughout the entire year since we're right by the equator. The highs get to the high 70s, low 80s, and the lows get to the low 60s. The only difference throughout the year is that there's a rainy season, but it never really gets dreary. It's just a bit more rainy during some parts of the year versus others. Check this out. Hola, buenas. ¿Cómo está? ¿Tienes batidos de proteína? Perfecto. Quiero algo con banano.
Viene con avena y banano, la proteína.
Sí, sí.
¿En agua o leche?
Quiero leche. Sí.
Leche. ¿Cuál?
Vamos a ver. Quiero eso.
Bye, bro.
Sí, bye, bro. Getting a protein shake. Check out this guy right here. What's goody? What's good, bro? How are we living today? You look a little bit tired. Estás cansado. ¿Quieres proteína? Gracias. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
13,000.
Perfecto, gracias. It doesn't get much better than this. Hike up a mountain, you get views like this the entire way. Workout station at the very top. The vibes are high with everyone there. They're just out having a good time with each other. Then you come to the restaurant right here. You get a protein smoothie in 2 cups for only 13,000 pesos, which is about $3 US. Meanwhile, you get even more views overlooking the entire city. That's a wrap for this video. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day here. I hope you guys have a good day as well, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.